Welcome to Perfect Vocals Academy. This video is about the best vocal chain order. So you might not know what comes first: EQ, compressor, de-esser. There's so many different ways. While I'm not going to tell you that there's just a strict way, I am going to explain why I do things a certain way, why maybe I put a compressor first instead of an EQ first, or why I put an EQ first instead of a compressor first, why I end it with a de-esser instead of earlier on, and so on. So stick around for this video and you will definitely hear my logic on why I do things a certain way and how I build a vocal chain and in what order. First things first, I want to dive into doing compression first. A lot of people will say that EQ always comes first. EQ, EQ, EQ. Make sure you EQ first so the compressor's not working as hard. And that's going to be my next thing I go over. That is definitely a way to do it. I want you to know you can do compression first or EQ first. It just depends on what you're looking for. Now, this is my rule of thumb. I like to say with compression first, I'm keeping more of the recorded source in the vocal. So I'm keeping, maybe I'm looking for a fatter tone. I'm looking for a fuller, more round, thick, punchy tone. Say you want that low end in the rapper's voice, that chestiness, that, aggression. A compressor first is going to grab all of that and compress it. It's going to enhance that raw signal. It might not sound perfect right away, of course. That's why we do a bunch of other plugins. But to start with a really aggressive, punchy tone can be a cool thing too. I mean, you can EQ that and craft that the same way you can do it the other way around. So let's try this method first before we get on to the EQ first method.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting bread. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, you know they getting wetty. Diamonds on my bitch. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, you know they getting wetty. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo.
It's a little bit more boomy, it's a little bit more muddy, it's a little bit more cutting, it's a little bit of everything. So that's exactly what happens when we compress first before EQing, is you're enhancing all the problems. So that's why some people don't like this method. And I don't always use it. Hearing it on this vocal, I probably wouldn't. I would probably do the EQ first on this one. But some vocalists and some microphones have such a good sound from the beginning, like before you put any plugins. This can sound really good on some people. So I would not sleep on this one, doing the compression first. So let's go on to EQ first. We're going to get out Claro. Sometimes with Claro, it's cool to do this producer tab first, or produce tab, then go on to the tweak tab. I'm just kind of going to use my ears.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, you know they getting wetty. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo, getting faded. It's liquor in my cup, I'm solo, getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, she know I'm getting ready. Diamonds on my wrist, so she know she getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. How you mad at me, I'm solo, getting. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been it's liquor in my cup, I'm solo getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, she know I'm getting ready. Diamonds on my wrist, so she know she getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. How you mad at me? I'm solo getting faded. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, you know they getting ready. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo getting faded. It's liquor in my cup, I'm solo getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, she know I'm getting ready. Diamonds on my wrist, so she know she getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. How you mad at me? I'm solo getting faded.
Lots of problems I'm hearing with the EQ, and a lot of these are going to get fixed later in the chain with dynamic EQ, multiband compression, stuff like that. Overall, I'm just trying to find the spots that have a little bit too much weight. It seemed like the mid-range had some real like bad hollowness going on, so I dipped some of that out, and then the sibilant seems kind of harsh.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, you know they getting ready. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo getting faded. It's liquor in my cup, I'm solo getting faded. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this.
Alright, so I dialed back the mix on this 1176 some, because the vocal definitely needed to be squashed pretty good, so doing this makes it more of a paralleled sound, which seems to be working better to my ear. So we're going to move on. So if we're going with the EQ into compressor method, this would be a good start, just fixing a few of the problems, subtraction, EQ right here, and then moving on to a compressor. Next, I'm going to pull out something like a multiband compressor or AI suppression like Soothe or Waves Silk Vocal or a dynamic EQ. All three of these can do similar things. I've noticed I get the results quicker with a multiband compressor. Hey guys, I have some free gifts for you in the description. Grab the Melodyne mini course and some other gifts. And also, it can be tiring to go from YouTube video to YouTube video, especially if you're starting out. Although a lot of videos I have on my channel are very helpful, sometimes it's not structured the best. So that's why I made the Vocal Mixing Masterclass. I have 15 different categories, all mixing and mastering related, that will teach you the ins and outs of becoming a pro mixing and mastering engineer. So if you're interested in furthering your education in mixing and mastering, hit the link in the description and learn more. Now back to the video. So normally I'm going with that next. So we're going to go with the Wave C4. Okay, let's hear without this. It's that mid-range. There's just a lot of trouble going on in that mid-range. So right away, I'm squashing that mid-range quite a bit. Maybe like 5 or 6 dB of gain reduction going on. It scooped out the mids a little too much, so I added back a little bit of it. Without it, I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. So way cleaner right off the get-go. And this is why I use a multi-band compressor, because it just gets results fast. If you try to do the same thing with a dynamic EQ, you'll be able to do it, but it will take a little bit more work. I know that the problem lies in this whole area right here. We clamp down on it. Okay, next I'm hearing high mids. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, you know they getting ready. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo getting faded. It's liquor in my cup, I'm solo getting faded. And And you can use this step to kind of balance the vocal a little bit more too. I've had videos in the past talking about how the Wave C4 can really balance the vocal tone, kind of just like an EQ. So we're balancing these gains right here for each band until we get a nice balance that we like. Okay, and then before, oh, it fixed that mid-range where the voice was popping out there. So the compressor didn't fix that where the vocal went right here. Hear how it pops out like that? We're compressing a good bit too. So that's how I know it's not a volume problem, it's an EQ problem. And you can notch it out with that first EQ and sit there and find it, but I've just find that the multiband compression method of taming stuff like that just sounds so much better to my ears. You know, for the heck of it, let's bring out the dynamic EQ.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded.
Seems like a reoccurring theme right around 500, even though I cut it out with Claro. I think I did. Let's see. Yeah, I did a big cut with 500 with Claro, and 500 is dab in the middle of that. And we're still kind of getting some excess energy here.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this.
So we're just gonna dial back this range a little bit, just compress it just a little.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting.
Wow, that's clean now. That's really clean. So that's all I'm gonna use the dynamic EQ in this example for, but then we're gonna get on to soothe.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause
I'm going to use this to calm down the high mids just a little bit, around 3K.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds
I'm going to go lightly with this depth.
I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting.
Might use it in the low mids as well. I really do like soothe in the low mids.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit.
Okay, let's listen before all of this.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you
Very
know
hollow.
I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded.
Okay, so it's a little quieter, so I'm going to turn up the trim on the soothe and then do this again.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded.
We're not done yet. Some people might be wondering, why haven't we used a de-esser yet? I've heard a lot of people say, de-ess first. Sometimes it could be the first thing in the chain, or de-ess right after EQ, but before compression, or you can do these things, but I've noticed that when you compress heavily, like we're doing here, it's going to bring out those S's. So I've noticed it can kind of undo the de-essing you do early on. So say we did a de-esser before this compressor, by the time we compress again, it's going to bring those S's back out. So I like to put de-essers later in the chain, after the EQ, after the compression, after the multiband compression. Multiband compression kind of acts as a de-esser as well, but not 100%. You can set up a dynamic EQ to do what a de-esser does, but a lot of times I still prefer a nice de-esser, but I do it after all this stuff. So we're gonna get out Waves sibilants.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready.
So you can hear a S right there.
Diamonds on my wrist, cause you on my wrist, cause you on my wrist, cause on my wrist, cause.
So it tamed that a little bit. It's very subtle.
In this bitch, I'm tired of getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on biscuit, you know they getting ready. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo getting faded. It's liquor in my cup, I'm solo.
And I like this plugin because we don't have to worry about where we're setting the de-esser, whether it's in the high mids or the highs. This is recognizing what an S is or what sibilance is, and it's kind of like an AI de-esser. It's recognizing it and it's turning it down, and I like that. I definitely like that. Okay, now if you want some saturation on your vocal chain, this is where I would do it. I would do it later in the chain. We are going to get out Waves BB Tubes.
Getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. How you mad at me? I'm solo, getting faded. Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm solo, getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on Biscayne, you know they getting wetty. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo, getting faded. It's liquor in my cup, I'm solo, getting faded.
Okay, so I pulled out this preset called Vocal Warm Drive, just for the heck of it. I think it sounded good, but it was too much. And then I dialed back this sensitivity. Wow, it's like night and day. So this is definitely something you want to try in your vocal chains, is some nice old-fashioned saturation.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm
Listen before.
Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm solo, getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on Biscayne.
It's like it gave a nice warm hug to the vocal. Just really filled in those gaps that seemed to be there after compression, after multiband, all that. Okay, now I want to add some stereo widening. So I don't do this too early in the chain. I do this way later. This is one of the last plugins we're going to use. This is a side widener by JST. I don't go too wide here.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm
way
getting
too much.
faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm solo, getting faded.
And it makes it a little louder, so turning down this output can be beneficial.
Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo, getting faded.
One thing about this plugin is when you put it on and do it subtle like this, it almost sounds like nothing happened, but then when you bypass it back and forth, you realize what a big change it is. So check it out.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm solo, getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of.
Yeah, now if you're listening to this on a mono device like a phone, it might just sound like it got quieter, but if you're listening on a stereo device like headphones or speakers, you'll notice that the vocal did get wider. Okay, lastly, I'm going to glue it together with the trusted LA2A. You can use other vocal glues for this, other opto compressors, or even a tube compressor. It will do the trick.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm solo, getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on Biscayne, you know they getting wetty. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo, getting faded. It's liquor in my cup, I'm solo, getting faded. I've been out on Biscayne, she know I'm getting ready. Diamonds on my wrist, so she know she getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. How you mad at me? I'm solo, getting faded.
Warmth and glue, it just sounds great. But another option is to use a limiter, the DPR 402. This has a limiter at the end.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm solo, getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on Biscayne, you know they getting wetty. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo, getting faded. It's liquor in my.
Okay, what I like about this compressor is it has a built-in de-esser. And what I was saying earlier about sometimes the S's come back out a little bit with compression, if we use this DPR 402 to limit it at the end of our chain, we can also add a little bit more de-essing going on.
Put another one on mama, cause you know I'm getting faded. Diamonds on my wrist, cause you know I'm getting ready. I've been in this bitch, I'm solo, getting faded. I've been in this bitch, I'm part of getting faded. I've been out on Biscayne, you know they getting wetty. Diamonds on my bitch, so she know she getting ready. I've been in the streets, I'm solo, getting faded. It's liquor in my cup, I'm solo.
Yeah, so this plugin is just good because it's got that built-in de-esser. So once you set that perfect level, it just doesn't move. So if you love any of those plugins, shop with Waves Audio at the link in the description. It supports the channel. Also, I recommend you go check out my video that dives deeper on the DPR 402. This is a hidden gem that many people don't talk about, and I think you'll really enjoy this plugin.